So happy that you're here. Going to take a nice deep breath since it has been a while since I've gone live, and I'm just honoring each and every one of you, sending so much love to your light. And I'll dive right in. What wanted to come through today as we are going through so much transformation, right? So we just moved through the 11:11. Here's the 11 again, the diving for light, right? Taking the deep dive into the emotional pool to rise up into a higher amplification, to like raise your sight to the light at the highest level. And so part of what is required within that is a very, very deep surrender, a deep letting go. We are letting go on levels that we don't even have the capacity to understand. Right? It is the deepest sense of letting go, and how it plays out on earth plane for many of us is looking at the deconstruction, right? There's deconstruction of relationships, of agreements, of karma, right? We're destroying and uncreating karma in this lifetime. So the familial agreements, the relationships, right? How you relate, how you drive your ship, how you relate to others. There's this mass shift and transformation in relationships, homes, how you express in the world, how you choose your business, your career, your pathway. Like pretty much there are no stones left unturned. Let's just get real. Everything is in a transformational portal. So what Spirit wanted to say today, and also just a reminder too, that we're in a 5-year. This is a 5-year, and 5 is all about change, right? Change. It moves in all the directions, in all the ways, in all the times. And so part of us having this experience of such massive change is part of the letting go, right? It's part of the rebirth. So what they were saying is that give in, but never give up. And so what is the difference, right? So when we're in this massive portal and we're in this significant change, surrender is what everyone speaks to, right? You must surrender. You must let go. We're moving from humans doing to humans being, right? Which is the third dimension, is all about the doing out of fear, out of lack, out of limitation, out of survival. And fifth dimensional consciousness is all about knowing that you're one and connected to all things, being in the infinite well and infinite pool of connectivity, of source, of one with everything. So we move from the doing out of scarcity, lack, and survival into the being of connectedness, one, and thrival, right? Thriving, connected to everything. So source moves through, and we're sourced in all the ways with everything and everyone. So we have to let go of so much that had been conditioned and positioned into that third density that keeps us trying hard, working hard, doing more because there's never enough, or perhaps because we're never enough. And here's where we move into this juxtaposition that I am worthy because I exist. Everything is provided for me and through me. I am one with everything. I would not desire a thing if it was not already alive within me. And the embodiment of that is what births us through to the new earth on the other side. So give in, but never give up. That's the message. So when you give in, you're in surrender. And surrender takes a fierce presence. It takes a fierce trust that everything is and will always be and has always been okay. So you can surrender, which actually expands your energy of co-creation with Source itself. I will surrender it over. What giving up does is it pulls your energy from the equation. It says, that's not for me. I give it up. I cannot have it. And you extract your energy from the equation. Giving in pours your energy without resistance into the co-creation, where spirit picks up the parts where you have been resisting, as you holding out of fear. And when you give in, when you surrender, feel that. That's the moment that sovereignty and grace and goodness and God and creation comes in and says, oh, I got you. Let's go. Let's do this. We're doing it because you're doing it together. You have never done any single thing alone, even if the perception is as such. So when you give in, you surrender over for higher good, greater joy, to be in co-creation, collaboration with that of Source itself and all the other divinity that's around you, people, places, things, higher realms that want to support you, all then have this influx to come in because you've set intention. You've given it in, given it over. But you hold the space still that it is yours without efforting to get there. Right? And giving up is saying to the universe, this isn't for me. It's not here. I'm giving up. I can't have it. It's too much, right? So when you give up, you pull your energy from the equation. When you give in, you expand your energy into all that is possible. And the sovereign grace steps up to meet you, to carry you, and to produce the thing or the things you desire through you. See, it's a whole deep reconstruction of how we've been creating, how we've been thinking. And so when we move into that surrender, into that letting go, it's that first we must come to this awareness that we have been efforting through it. We've been efforting with lack and limitation, with pain and suffering. Give that up because it is not for you. And then give in to the co-creation of that which you most desire. And the other thing that was wanting to come through is to take the path of least resistance for all things. So the old way of being and creating is very complexicated, right? We make things very complex because through it, most of us have been trying to prove for our worth so that we can believe that we hold the value or earn the right to then have the thing that we desire. And from this higher perspective, it's like the done is better than perfect, and everything is perfectly imperfect, right? So what is the path of least resistance to get you where you want to go the fastest? If you're surrendering over the ego and the ideals of how to get there, right? Again, everything looping back to service. How may I be in my greatest service through this expression? So just to recap, letting go, surrendering, everything has to change in this 5-year. And indeed it is. It's changing through you. It's not easy, but you're doing it. We're doing it. We're rising up through the expression of the new as we birth this earth through us. Attached to nothing, allow for everything. Never give up, but give in to the surrender so that the juice of the universe can match you and carry you through to the promised land. And done is better than perfect. And the path of least resistance is upon you. So I'll leave you with that. I'm sending so much love to your light. Thank you for being here. We're doing this. We rise together as one. We are birthing the new earth. It is happening. Love to your light. See you soon.